Welcome here to the CCBC Catonsville YouTube broadcast. I'm Brad Strauss here alongside you as we get ready for our CCBC Catonsville Cardinals women's basketball showdown against Monroe University. This game was supposed to take place over last weekend, but due to inclement weather, it had been rescheduled. The Cardinals come into today's contest 6-5 overall, including a 2-1 conference record. The Cardinals have won 3 straight, and they look to remain hot here this evening. A 4-1 home record. The Cardinals have posted up through 5 games here in their home place as they look to continue that outstanding record and pick up a 5th win at home. Anaya Morrison, Keishiana Murphy, Tarshay Bell, Sydney Oliver, and Chloe Wallace are your starters for the Cardinals this afternoon. Monroe University is trotting out Bree Jefferson, Skyla Kemp, Angie Torado, Adela and Hilary de los Santos. Those are your starters here for Monroe as we get going here. Cardinals looking to continue momentum. This is their 3rd game this week. Wins both on Monday and Wednesday. They look to continue to shoot it well from the field as we get going here. The Cardinals win the tip. Morrison up top, crossover, drive with the left, throws it up and lays it in. A good tough bucket as the Cardinals get the scoring going early as they take a 2-0 early lead. Monroe comes back the other way, swings to the corner. That 3-pointer's up and bounces around the rim, but unable to go. The Cardinals had a body down there with Oliver, but ball's going to be tipped out and it's going to go the Cardinals' way. A little bit of a 2-1-2, or perhaps, yes, 2-1-2 full court trap for Monroe to try to get the Cardinals out of sorts. That 3-pointer's up, and that 3-pointer's down as Keishiana Murphy is on the board with that 3-pointer as she stays hot. The leading scorer for the Cardinals this entire week and this season. Monroe able to put the tip back in, and second chance opportunities going to have to take advantage of if the Cardinals are going to continue shooting this hot from the field. Swing it to Bell, baseline as she steps out. That's going to go the other way. Monroe did a good job staying in front, guarding baseline, forcing her baseline way and using the out of bounds as a second defender. Jefferson passes it off to the wing. That 3-pointer up. Cardinals don't do a good job at boxing out. De los Santos puts in that mid-range as Monroe draws within 1. Continue this press look. The Cardinals doing a decent job working through it as they now get set up in the half court. Morrison trying to make a move, ball loose. Kemp on the deck able to take it over as Monroe now looks to push the other way. Jefferson working through 2 Cardinals, tries to swing it out. That's going to be a turnover as it goes the other way again. Wallace smartly pulling it back and resetting as the Cardinals try to slow it down a little bit and get to the pace of this ball game. Morrison up top. That ball's going to be stolen and gone the other way as she wasn't strong with it. The layup unable to go. The second chance opportunity unable as well. Cardinals going to have to be a little stronger with the ball here as Cardinals usually do a great job winning that turnover battle. Morrison for mid-range. She loves that area and she puts it in as that's her second basket of the afternoon as the Cardinals take a 7-4 lead. Corner's open. That shot up and unable to go, but they've had that look open a couple times already. The putback unable to go, but again, Monroe doing a good job on the glass early. Monroe an early 4-1 rebound lead. All points off second chance. Something the Cardinals are going to have to clean up. Good rebound from the shortest person on the court as Wallace is able to bring that down. Weak side and long rebound boxing out and helping out for the Cardinal bigs are going to be an essential from these guards if they want to help on the glass. Good move from Morrison. She spin baseline, spin back, pump faked, used her pivot foot and put one up and was fouled as she'll go to the line to shoot two. The Cardinals in 11 games this season are shooting just 36% from the field, but averaging 63 points a game, shooting 56% from the line as a team. Gonna have to capitalize at the charity stripe. Morrison goes 0 for 2 as it goes the other way. Monroe ties it at 7 apiece. Murphy works to the lane, lays it up with the left. They're going to call a charge. It's going to go the other way. Right in there, a little reckless, and Monroe capitalizes as they're going to call an offensive foul. Driving, puts it up and puts it in. Skyla Kemp able to get the basket to go. That's her first of the afternoon. Cross-court pass. Didn't have enough on it. Wallace able to steal it back. A 3-on-2, 3-on-1 look for the Cardinals. They put it up. Oliver fouled. Morrison does a good job attacking the basket and dumping it off to Oliver as Oliver now goes to the line to shoot two. Doing it all season for the Cardinals have been Morrison and Murphy, and they continue to do so already here to start this game. Oliver now joining in on the party and the scoring festivities as she goes 1 for 2 from the line. Cardinals started slow in a couple of these contests they've won recently, but been able to pick it up and really ramp it up. Tough look as Wallace was trying to fit one in. Ball gets deflected. Wallace does a good job getting on the deck as that's going to be a jump ball as it's going to go the other way as the Cardinals won the tip. Cardinals running an interesting zone look, was able to pick the pocket and go the other way. Wallace to Morrison. Wallace able to pick it back up off the rebound. Cardinals haven't been able to convert in a couple favorable transition looks. Morrison rises, unable to put it through. Cardinals down 4 here, looking to get something going towards the end of this first quarter. Morrison all the way, tries to go up strong, but loses it. They're going to say Monroe deflected as it's going to stay here with the Cardinals. Morrison asking for it, goes baseline, spins back. Bell working, travels as it goes the other way. A little sloppy from the Cardinals early, but Cardinals only been able to get 5 shots off in comparison to Monroe's 13. 6 turnovers and being out-rebounded 7-4 early for the Cardinals. Luckily able to force a couple of their own. Bell unable to lay it in. Monroe doing a good job pushing it the other way. Goes all the way, lays it up, and lays it in. Bree Jefferson tried to lean into the contact with Murphy. Murphy did a good job playing straight up to avoid a second foul. Wallace too strong all the way. No one stops the ball. Cardinals got away with one as Alex Stewart, number 23, laid that one up and unable to put it in. Morrison up top. Looking to find an action somewhere down low. Morrison takes it on the drive. Draws contact as she goes to the line to shoot 2. Morrison this entire season has done a great job attacking on the dribble. The dribble drive, have been able to get past her defender, an explosive first step. Has to do a good job continuing to not shy away from contact, get to the charity stripe. Now more importantly, looks to convert here at the line as she hits the first one. Morrison does a good job, better than most, at able to get to the line. It's extremely helpful as it allows the Cardinals to get their team in the bonus early in quarters. Cardinals running somewhat of a 3-2 look, kind of trapping the ball handler. That turnover is going to be called on an overthrow on the pass. There's going to be a stoppage of plays. There's going to be a timeout. I believe a 30-second timeout is going to be called from Monroe. That's their first. We're going to take one with them. Stay with us here on the CCBC Catonsville YouTube broadcast. Welcome back here to the broadcast. The Cardinals looking to work through this press trap look. Drops it down to Bell. Bell to Oliver, puts it up. Does a good job drawing some contact as Oliver now goes to the line to shoot 2. Cardinals doing a great job passing, using that bounce pass look. Oliver can't hit the first. Able to hit the second one as the Cardinals shooting 50% from the free throw line. That's a deep 3, puts it up and puts it in as Bree Jefferson's able to knock it down for her 5th point of the afternoon. Cardinals have to settle in here against this trap look. Every time they give up a basket, Monroe's setting up this trap. Morrison tries to spin baseline and got her pocket picked. Morrison went baseline and then spinned in and got her pocket picked. And then fouled on the reach in, trying to get it back. Gonna go the other way. That's Morrison's first. Jefferson works, kicks it out. That three-pointer is down as Alex Stewart's able to knock it in. And Monroe's shooting well from deep here early in this first quarter as they've branched out to a 9-point lead. Swings it to Morrison. Morrison, spin move, lays it up. Unable to go. It looked like she had beat her on the first move, but kind of leaned back in and wasn't able to put it in. Stewart set her feet, swings it. Jefferson tries to kick it back out. Bell with the steal off the Murphy deflection. Bell tries to go all the way. She's going to draw the foul on the reach in, as that may put the Cardinals in a 1-and-1 situation here with 2 to go. They're going to be in the bonus. She's going to shoot 2. Excuse me. Able to knock down the first one. Bell goes 2 for 2 from the line as the Cardinals cut the lead to 7. Cut the deficit to 7, excuse me. Cardinals still running this 3-2 look. Monroe does a good job drawing a pin down to free up Stewart. Stewart misses it, gets it back, now puts it up, and she's fouled as she's going to the line. Alex Stewart done a great job here for Monroe. She's looking for her 7th and 8th point of this first quarter off the bench. Cardinals running a 3-2 look with 3 defenders at the top, and Monroe doing a good job having their bigs flash to the middle of the court and set picks. Free up the middle part of that zone as that middle red area is open and deceptible in the 3-2 along with the corners. Able to get the offensive rebound off the free throw. Jefferson drives and tucks it in. Bree Jefferson with an aggressive move as that's her 7th point. As Jefferson and Stewart have 7 apiece here. It's going to be another turnover by the Cardinals. Morrison seems to be a little out of sorts. Just Monroe doing a good job disturbing the Cardinals' rhythm and pace. Here comes another screen to free up the middle. Stewart kicks it out to Jefferson. Jefferson to the wing. They send it down low. Good move. As Estua Diongo with her first points of the afternoon did a good job trying to set the pick, gets the steal there and was able to drive and lay it in. Jefferson puts it up, fights through a lot of contact, unable to put it in. Stewart gets it back. That's an air ball. The Cardinals go and push it the other way. Trying to move it. Morrison goes through the lane. There's going to be a blocking foul as Oberhand is going to pick up her first, trying to draw the charge. Morrison did a good job with the stutter Euro and try to put it in going left, but was able to draw the contact. Now it goes to the line to shoot 2. Oliver, Morrison, Wallace, Bartlett, and Bell in as Murphy takes a breather. One of the Cardinals' first substitutions here with only a minute to go in the first. Morrison does a great job knocking in both as the Cardinals needed it. Down 10. Down low to the post, passes down. It's just beautiful. This Monroe offense in the half court doing a great job of moving without the ball and cutting. And Monroe teammates finding these cutters, continue to attack the Cardinals' interior defense. Deep penetration and able to put it up and put it in. That's Stewart's 9th point here. Morrison continuing doing a great job the other way, being aggressive. The Cardinals' offense needs it as she goes to the line to shoot 2 more. She's unable to hit that one. Morrison 0 for 2 there. 8 free throw attempts already for Morrison in this first quarter. And that one is good to go as Angie Tirado was able to set her feet and knock it down. Still sticking with this 2-1-2 press look, just speeding up this Cardinals offense. And really giving them less time to work in the half court as that shot clock dwindles as they try to break the press. Have to find somebody. Throws it up to Morrison. She's able to track it down. She drives left, picks it up, puts it up. Unable to put it in, but again, draws contact as she's going to go to the line to shoot 2 more. Common theme of this first quarter is Morrison attacking downhill, doing a good job drawing contact. Just has to capitalize as she's able to get that one to go, as she's 5 of 9 from the charity stripe here with 16 seconds to go in this first quarter. Able to put that one in as she goes 2 for 2, and Morrison now with double-digit scoring for the Cardinals has 10 of their 17. Stewart able to split the D, kick it out, that one up. Air ball, Cardinals with a chance here with 7 seconds, tosses it up. Oliver, midi, off the glass, is able to put it in, and that's a good way to end the first as the Cardinals find themselves down 11 after the first quarter. But a mini 4-0 run to end it, draws them within 11. There's going to be a quick timeout as we get ready to start this second quarter. We're going to take one with them. Stay with us here on the CCBC Catonsville YouTube broadcast. Welcome back here as we get started this second quarter. Cardinals find themselves in a hole, but not one they can erase. Morrison with the ball, the only player in double digits this game with 10 points. 6 of those coming from the charity stripe. She has it here in the corner. Swings it to Wallace. Wallace back to Morrison. She drives baseline, puts it up. Unable to put it in as Monroe has a good job with weak side help defense. Lays one up on their own after good interior presence, and again, finding any way to get down low is Monroe continuing to attack and get by these Cardinals defenders. Cardinals have to do a good job pushing them out. Murphy looks to check back in. Morrison up top with the pick, drives left, kicks it out. Bartlett for 3, unable to go. Monroe the other way, kicks it down, pull up midi, fades a little bit and able to put it in, as the Cardinals going to call a quick early second quarter timeout here with just a minute into the second quarter, potentially trying to stop the bleeding and also get Murphy back into this game. We're going to take a quick break with them. Stay with us here on the CCBC Catonsville YouTube broadcast. Welcome back. Monroe now setting up a 1-2-2 press look. Just making the Cardinals break this press. Again, already, and that's going to be a 10-second violation. I was just trying to say that they were already 9 seconds into the play clock, and Monroe does a good job forcing the 10 seconds. Just light ball pressure, disrupting the passing lanes, and now here out of that timeout, the Cardinals don't even get a look as it goes the other way as Monroe inbounds is here in the half court. The Cardinals sit in the 3-2 zone. Morrison applying pressure up top. They find down low, swing it, corner, 3-ball. Unable to go, rebound. Oliver does a good job tracking it down as the Cardinals go the other way. Morrison pulls it back out. Wallace up top. 2 picks up top. Wallace swings it to Murphy. Murphy puts one up right when she gets back in, and that one rims in and out. Jefferson runs it down the other way, sets her feet, fires. Unable to go as that was a quick look. Swings it to the other corner. Good ball reversal. Unable to go as that's an air ball, and Monroe might be cooling down from downtown. Bell goes all the way, lays it up. A little strong. Great pace in this contest as Monroe pushes it all the way back the other way, and the Cardinals can't get back. Adela does a good job driving it in and dumping it off down low, and Murphy all the way, lays it up, a little strong. The Cardinals playing into this pace that Monroe appears to be extremely comfortable with. There's going to be contact on the floor. They're not going to count the bucket. There's going to be a bump on Oliver before the shot went up. The under the basket set, able to work for a layup. And this Monroe team is playing really good ball right now, up 17 against these Cardinals. Cardinals have to do a little more and work in a real set here. Man-to-man as Monroe sits. The Cardinals, not enough moving bodies, not enough picks. Morrison tries to attack. 3 girls there to converge, but it doesn't matter. She lays it up and in with her left. That's 12 for Anaya Morrison. Jefferson goes baseline, lays it up, and puts it in with the right. Bree Jefferson with her 9th point of the afternoon. As the second the Cardinals are able to find something, Monroe responds. They're going to call a foul on Jefferson. Working on trying to take it away from Murphy. little bit of a team comparison here. The Cardinals shooting just 33% from the field and have taken a staggering 19 less field goal attempts. Turnovers, they're losing that battle by 2, along with the rebound. They're getting doubled up right now. Cardinals going to have to be a little cleaner on the glass and in the turnover battle. Cardinals now have to get this back over. Now they play with only 13 on the shot clock as they have to get set. Dower going to work as that's going to be a jump ball opportunity. And that one's going to go the other way to Monroe. This Monroe defense suffocating these Cardinals ball handlers. Cardinals half court haven't really been able to get into their sets and what they like. Not a lot of ball or body movement. A lot of the offensive pressure has been on the dribble drive opportunities that Anaya Morrison has created for this Cardinals offense. With her sitting for a couple minutes here as she gets a rest, we'll see what the Cardinals look like offensively. More importantly, it has to start on the defensive end, though, as again the Cardinals give up another offensive board. Dower does a good job picking that one off as she looks to go the other way. Ball on the ground. Another jump ball opportunity. This one's going to stay with the Cardinals. Murphy, Dower, Oliver, Bartlett, and Wallace in the game for the Cardinals as they face a 17-point deficit with 5:40 to go here in this second quarter. Dower working. To Wallace. Wallace pull up midi off the glass. Too strong. There's a Cardinal down. They're playing 4-on-3. Really 5-on-3. So it's going to be an injury timeout. We're going to take one with you. Stay with us here on the CCBC Catonsville YouTube broadcast. Welcome back here to the broadcast. Bartlett walking off. Hopefully she's okay as Cardinals down one more. So it's going to take the entire team here to rally as they find themselves down 19 as Monroe is at the charity stripe to make it 20. They're able to put it in as that's now a 41-21 point lead from Monroe. Continuing to work that press look. There's going to be a foul here on the reach in on Wallace. I believe Torado picked up the foul for Monroe. Interestingly enough, we haven't seen a lot of Morrison and Murphy on the court at the same time. Something that the Cardinals don't run normally. Drop off pass to Oliver, great look, just unable to put it in as that's just kind of been the game for the Cardinals so far. Beautiful drop off pass as Stewart did a good job continuing to run the floor, unable to put it in through contact. Bell goes the other way. She goes in. She puts it up with her left. It appeared to be deflected. Jefferson now pushes all the way. No one to stop ball. I believe that might have been a pass unless it was deflected there. It's going to stay here with Monroe. Monroe continuing to do a relentless job at attacking. Downhill, pushing the pace, speeding up these Cardinals, and the Cardinals' transition defense has just not been able to keep up. Monroe's shooting just shy of 45% from the field and doing it with transition points and second chance opportunities. Stewart kicks it out. They're going to say 3 seconds in the key as that's going to go the other way. Monroe 11-2 here in this second quarter with 4:30 to go. The Cardinals just one basket in this second quarter. Dower trapped in the corner and going to turn it over on the travel. This Monroe press really bothering the Cardinals here. Really forcing them to break the press, then work in the half court. Jefferson puts up the corner three, unable to go. Bell kicks it up ahead to Morrison. Morrison all the way, lays it in. That's Morrison's 14th point of this evening's contest, and Cardinals sitting in this 2-3 look. Kicks it to the post, kicks it to the corner, puts it up. That unable to find rim. Morrison goes the other way, works. Draws it back out a little bit. The Cardinals have to make offensive defense work together here, string together a couple of stops, move in transition, not allow that press to get set. See if good things can happen. That three ball long. Monroe going to inbounds underneath. Good dribble drive. Pull up midi is good. Kemp with the bucket. 2-1-2 look. Cardinals have to help out. Down to Oliver. Oliver open look and puts it in. The end of the second quarter and the start of the third are most critical in games. Have to string together a couple stops. That's just too easy going baseline. Unable to convert, but able to crash down on the boards. Kick it out. That three-pointer up. No good. The Cardinals got away with a couple good looks there. Morrison goes the other way. The crossover move. Working through the lane. Kicks it to Bell. Bell to Morrison. Or Wallace, excuse me, to Morrison. Morrison drives, kicks it out. Dower in the lane, lays it up. Short. No one to stop ball. Jefferson goes all the way down there and is able to draw the contact. Cardinals have to stop ball. As Bree Jefferson, number 5, has done an incredible job this entire evening attacking downhill, getting things going in transition, and getting Monroe running here. First one's good. Interesting tidbit. Maybe something you can't pick up from the camera angle. Jefferson standing about 2 feet over to the right side of that free throw lane, kind of leaning right, and shoots it with a right hand as that shot might drift left. No one knows her jumper better than her as she knocks down 2 free throws from the charity stripe. And up 20 now is Monroe. Someone has to help out the Cardinals. Cardinals have to do a good job using some ball fakes. Morrison working through the lane. To Oliver, down to Murphy. Murphy kind of puts one up. wasn't really ready or square to the basket. Might have rushed that one a little bit as it's going to go the other way. Tower will sub in for Oliver. Cardinals have been unable to really get anything going in the half court. Obviously, Monroe doing an incredible job at disrupting their rhythm with that 1-2-2 press, and earlier in the game, the 2-1-2. Just kind of full court trapping, putting pressure in the passing lanes, making the Cardinals pass overhead and use their bounce pass, kind of chewing into that clock before the Cardinals are really able to get set into an offensive set. Turnover right there again, clogging those passing lanes. Bell does a good job rejecting the layup on the turnover. Wallace puts one up. Not a good look as the Cardinals just kind of rushing a little bit. Monroe pushes it the other way, swings it out to the corner. That three ball unable to go. Wallace able to track down the long rebound. Wallace goes all the way, kicks it to Morrison. Morrison pulls it out. Bell finds herself open, pull up midi, won't go. Jefferson for three. Bounces around, unable to go, but Monroe seals off down low and able to put the putback in. Monroe running a much bigger lineup than the Cardinals. The Cardinals going to have to do a better job rebounding if they want to get back into this one. Dower, good move, able to draw the contact. The shot won't count. Dower's going to go to the line and shoot two. You're going to say a blocking foul, which means it was on the floor. The Cardinals not in the bonus yet, so they're going to inbounds underneath. Only the third foul of the period for Monroe. The quarter, excuse me. Murphy, corner, puts it in as that's a two-pointer. Her foot was on the line, but the Cardinals will take it as they're going to need Keishiana Murphy to fill up the scoreboard in bunches if they want to get back. Murphy with 3 fouls, been trying to navigate minutes this entire half. Is the Cardinals head coach with Murphy, and that three ball, a little strong. Morrison does a great job rebounding, drives it all the way, kicks it out to Murphy. Murphy, three ball, in and out. That would have been huge for the Cardinals' momentum. 7 seconds, though, have to compete to the whistle. Step back, three-pointer, deflected. That's going to go out as the first half is over. Monroe University leads 49-27 to the Catonsville Cardinals here at half. Monroe shooting just shy of 40% from the field. The Cardinals shy of 30. Monroe dominating the glass with 35-17, doubling up the Cardinals on the boards. See if the Cardinals can make halftime adjustments. We're going to take a break here. Stay with us here on the CCBC Catonsville YouTube broadcast. Welcome back here to the CCBC Catonsville YouTube broadcast as we get started our second half between the Catonsville Cardinals and Monroe University. The Cardinals find themselves in a steep deficit as they find themselves down 22 here to start this third quarter. After a lengthy halftime break, we're back, a much needed one. Cardinals spent the entire half talking it over, no warm-ups as they come right back out, trying to put together some stops, put some energy back into this gym and maybe rally a little bit here as we get going this second half. Jefferson dumps it down low, face up, pull up midi. So there's going to be a foul on the jump shot. Santos is going to go to the line to shoot two. Monroe right away establishing the post game down low. Santos facing up, squares up, pulls up, and was fouled on the jump shot. Misses the first free throw. Cardinals going to need a lot of that. They're going to need to make sure they stay out of the bonus, at least in this third quarter, if they're going to want to come back. 0 for 2 from the line as the Cardinals Morrison, pull up midi, that's a tough look. Fading left on the right wing and unable to go. After the turnover, the Cardinals take it the other way. Dower drives in the lane. They're going to call a reach in as Dower was going up. She's going to shoot. She's going to go to the line to shoot two. Cardinals able to hit one. Cardinals stringing a couple stops together to start this half. Dower attacks, lays up with the left, kicks it out on the rebound. Murphy, pull up three. No good. Cardinals trying to find second chance opportunities of their own. An incredible job from Jefferson, swifting through the defense and able to dump it off as Adela is able to put it in for her 9th point. Morrison to Bell. That's going to be a turnover as there was a miscommunication. Pull-up mid-range shot, unable to go. Santos being aggressive and rising. Good look, but unable to drop. Morrison all the way, a lot of contact. They're going to say it's going to stay here with the Cardinals, but no foul. Morrison starting the second half the way that she started the first. Murphy driving, kicks it out. Bell, open midi. Strong. Jefferson pushing the pace, swifts through the defense, pull up, and shot's good. Incredible bucket through traffic. As there's going to be a timeout, but not before Monroe extends the lead to 25 here with 7:46 to go in the third quarter. We'll take a break with them. Stay with us here on the CCBC Catonsville YouTube broadcast. Welcome back. I'm Brad Strauss here with you. Monroe running a 2-2-1, excuse me, trap look. They forced the turnover. Jefferson the other way lays it up. Quick timeout again is the Cardinals going to call another timeout and can't go home with them. Going to talk this one over and really try to work through this press. Monroe's done an incredible job this entire evening with their full court trap and press looks, switching between 2-1-2, 1-2-2, and 2-2-1, and again continuing to come out in different looks and disrupt this Cardinals offense and really any transition opportunities had or abilities to get set in the half court. We're going to take a quick break in the action with them. We'll be right back. And we're back as Murphy inbounds is here. Cardinals having to work through this look. Kind of a 1-2-2 press look. Dower to Murphy. Murphy back to Dower. Dower puts it up. Good teamwork on the two-man game right there between Murphy and Dower. Good entry pass down low. The Cardinals late to rotating. Monroe able to work on the glass. And a lot of times in basketball, relationships work together as Monroe's ability for deep penetration and being able to put up good productive shots has allowed them to stay down there and be ready on the glass and attack those second chance opportunities due to the fact that many of Monroe's team and offense is down low as a lot of their shots have worked around the rim. As I say that, the corner three ball able to knock it down is Angie Tirado. Able to force the turnover and go all the way, lays it up and lays it in. Skyla Kemp, as this press continues to do the Cardinals a lot of trouble. The 2-2-1 look currently, excuse me. Dower trapped. There's going to call a foul and a reach in. Monroe has to be pleased with this performance despite shooting only 24% from three, 41% from the field, and have been able to branch out this lead to 28 due to their efforts on the glass and with check and chance opportunities. And in the turnover battle, Murphy with an air ball there. Jefferson pushing it as she's done all evening long. Pull up midi, puts it up. Unlucky roll as Dower's going to travel, and that's going to be another Cardinal turnover. Monroe dominating the points in the paint, 32-10. Along with 9-0 second chance opportunity points. Jefferson pull up 3, no good. Wallace walks it up, crossover. Murphy in the corner puts it down. Gets the board, goes up. Not going to call a foul, out of contact down there. Looked like it was initiated by Murphy. Monroe doing a good job playing straight up and able to take advantage of the numbers game back the other way. As Stewart checks back in. Bell puts it up baseline, no good. Stewart pushing it the other way, has a shooter, that's going to be a travel. Torado is trying to get those feet set on the catch and then put the ball back down after 2 steps. And somewhat of a man-to-man press here, applying some ball pressure, continuing to sink in and out of different press coverages and trap looks. Morrison, crossover, picks up her dribble, didn't find anybody. Murphy trying to go baseline, ran right into help defense, but able to draw some contact. Murphy's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Murphy 5 points but 3 fouls. Haven't really been able to get much going. Free throw's good. Murphy up to 7. Able to get a deflection as well. Stewart. Just beautiful second chance. Looks and execution for Monroe, and continuing to pound the glass and in the paint. Dower lays it up with the left. Good move. The Euro right switches hands and throws it up with the left over the shoulder and able to use the glass to put it in. Cardinals continuing to fight. That's going to be a travel as it goes the other way. See the Cardinals picking up the pressure a little bit on the ball and doing a little more, moving their feet in that 2-3 zone, getting active hands and feet in the lanes and really trying to match this tenacity that Monroe has played with. A sense of urgency. 2-1-2. Murphy down there has everything to work with. Pulls up. Air ball. Feel like she rushed that one a little bit. Had an open look, and maybe that eternal clock going a little quicker than perhaps what was there. Beautiful ball movement, swings it, corner 3, or wing 3, excuse me, unable to go. Long rebound, Morrison up ahead, puts it in. Wallace does a good job with the up ahead pass. Now the Cardinals trying to get a little bit of transition offense working. Offense and defense have to work together. Defense leads to stops and transition looks. Has to continue to doing it on this end. Starts with getting stops, keeping them out of the paint and getting rebounds. Another good down low look. And again, Monroe able to capitalize. Beautiful job. Dribble drive penetration. Ball fakes. Great use of the bounce pass. Just a knifing through this Cardinal zone defense. Dower rejects the screen, kicks it out to Bell. Bell behind the back, kind of resets. Morrison up top, gets the screen from Murphy. Rejects the screen, goes the other way, goes left, kicks it out. Good pump fake. Dower, pull up midi. No good. Jefferson kicks it out. Stewart from three. Good rebound from Bell as Bell looks to kick it to Morrison. Morrison in a sea of yellow, still going to push the pace. A lot of contact down there as Morrison's able to draw the foul. Stewart took a big bump, but seems to be all right as Morrison's going to go to the line to shoot two. Anaya Morrison with 16 points here for this Cardinals team. First one's nothing but net. Kick out three. That three ball able to go down. Another thing Monroe's doing a great job of continuing to have good ball and body movement is forcing Cardinals defenders and guards to have to rebound down low against the Monroe bigs. It just hasn't gone well for the Cardinals. They've gotten dominated on the glass. Murphy from three, good response. Murphy in double figures with that three ball. Her first from downtown. Jefferson, again, knifing this defense and able to get in the lane. Bree Jefferson's put on a masterclass from the guard position on how to swift through a defense, navigating both as a scorer and a passer, continuing to stay aggressive. Great body control. An incredible evening from her as she's able to knock in the first. That's her 16th point. Just a little more on Bree Jefferson's 16 points, 5 assists, and a board to go along with her 6 of 14 from the field shooting. It makes it 17 with that one, along with being perfect from the charity stripe. Morrison able to draw the foul. Jefferson able to put in the teardrop, getting whatever she wants against this Cardinal defense. 2-3 zone for Monroe. Morrison continues to attack with her left hand. Continuing to draw contact. Monroe defenders cannot stay in front. Monroe has to do a better job making her go right. She loves that left hand and going left. And she's been able to beat Monroe defenders to that spot multiple times this evening and been able to get free throws out of it, but just haven't been able to capitalize at the line. Morrison, 16 free throw attempts, but only been able to make 9. Despite that, Cardinals leading scorer with 19. Jefferson, 3-ball. No good. Going to go the other way to the Cardinals here with 23 seconds as the shot clock goes off, for the Cardinals can hold for the final shot of the quarter. Morrison to Dower. Dower working up top, 15 seconds. Dower drives, picks up dribble, puts up the low floater, unable to go. Wallace comes in and able to scrap it away. Morrison, 6 seconds, got to go to work. Goes with her left, lays it up, and lays it in. As that's a good way to end the third, as Anaya Morrison finds herself with 21 points here through 3. Despite that, the Cardinals find themselves down 72-46 as there's 1 quarter remaining. Stay with us here on the CCBC Catonsville YouTube broadcast. Welcome back here to the broadcast as we get going this 4th quarter. Morrison to Bell. Bell to Murphy up on the wing. Murphy fakes the handoff and goes to the lane and lays it up and in. Good finger roll move as Murphy faked the handoff and took it, laid it up with her right hand, was able to draw the contact, the hoop and the harm. And Murphy looks to complete the 3-point play and does so. "3-2 look here for the Cardinals. Now drops into the 2-3 as Morrison plays down low. Turnover as the Cardinals look to take it the other way. That one goes out of bounds. See if the Cardinals can put together a clean quarter here. A little bit of a man-to-man matchup pressure look. No press of any sorts, but just kind of trying to disrupt the ball handler, which looks to be Morrison. Morrison pull up midi. Good look, but unable to go. Jefferson on the attack with the crossover. Pull up midi, puts it up. A little strong. Murphy the other way. Has Wallace to the wing. Wallace gets it. Goes baseline. Tries to put that one up. Monroe on the run again. Morrison does a good job staying in front and stopping ball. A good give and go and get back down low. And now a familiar trap look. Morrison all the way and draws the foul. Morrison consistently being the Cardinals' downhill scorer. Been able to get to the charity stripe. Granted, a lot of areas the Cardinals wish to have performed better in this game, but getting ones back at the charity stripe can be the start of a catalyst to a comeback. Morrison able to go 2 for 2 here. Jefferson baseline, spins back out, pulls it back out, reads the defense, goes back in, floater. Little off. Tower rejects the screen from Murphy. Not a lot of spacing over there. Morrison to Bell. Bell reverses to Oliver down low. Oliver needs help. Murphy, 6 on the clock. Morrison's got to go to work. Morrison going left. Throws it up and somehow draws the foul with 1 second left on the shot clock. Monroe continues to let Morrison get to that left hand. Bumpner. Morrison kind of just throwing it up and continues to draw contact and get to the line. Any way the Cardinals could come away with productive points in the half court, they'll take it. Over 20 free throws attempted from Morrison here this afternoon. Second one's good. I believe they might have called a violation on the first free throw. So Morrison goes 2 for 2. Down 21, Cardinals trying to just claw back, take it one possession at a time, but running out of. That three-pointer from Monroe is good, and that just might have stopped any run the Cardinals wanted to put together. Monroe forced the turnover. Good pump fake, dribble drive, kicks out. They're going to call 3 seconds in the key first as it's going to go the other way. Dower looking to go all the way. Oliver in the drop spot wasn't ready for the bounce pass. Jefferson all the way, goes up with the right, draws the contact, isn't able to put it in, but will go to the line to shoot 2. Murphy in the middle. Good press break from the Cardinals. Just Dower unable to convert. Oliver down low. Back to Dower. Dower works with her right in the lane, kicks it out. Murphy sets her feet, puts it up, puts it in. Keishiana Murphy with her second from downtown. Set her feet, puts it up, strong. Murphy the other way, up to Morrison. Morrison, a lot of contact, no call. Stewart the other way, no call again. Murphy gliding through the lane, kicks it out to Morrison. Morrison sets her feet, puts it up, and puts it in. Anaya Morrison from downtown. They're going to say that's a two-pointer. Excuse me, but Anaya Morrison, the leading scorer. Beautiful ball reversal, kicks it in, and the big man able to swing it out to the other side. Spot-up shooter able to knock it down for Monroe. And every time the Cardinals put together a couple of baskets, Monroe does a good job. Murphy doing a good job with the dump-off pass as she attacked, dumped it off at the last second. Oliver down there to finish that one, but there's going to be a timeout called from the Cardinals. We're going to take one with you. Stay with us here with 4:54 to go on the CCBC Catonsville YouTube broadcast. We're back here as Jefferson and this Monroe offense looks to put the final touches to this game. Shot, no good. Oliver has to be strong with the ball, but able to keep it the Cardinal way. Wallace, three-pointer, strong. Jefferson glides to the lane, puts one up, draws contact. Cardinals have to guard straight up, leaning down a little bit with their contest. Jefferson continues to be the aggressor and get to the next level in that Cardinal zone and in transition. And set her feet sideways, shooting from a couple feet over. One of the more interesting free throw looks I've seen, and it's worked for her so far despite the miss. Second one strong. Oliver able to grab the board. Bell to Wallace. Morrison up top trying to start their set, and the ball pressure gets Morrison crossover, puts it up. Good move, unable to finish though. Offensive board out to Bell. Good midi from Bell. Morrison with a great crossover move to get by her defender. Has some dribble drive penetration, but the put back good for Monroe as they've continued to dominate the glass. Murphy all the way, lays it up, unable to get it to go. Travel first. Bump down there on the trap. Monroe has done a good job of that this entire game, trapping without fouling, but has the bump right there. Cardinals still not in the bonus though, as both teams, or as Monroe only has 4 fouls here with 2:58 to go. Wallace for 3, unable. Oliver with the long rebound, tries to put it up. Jump ball. So it's going to go the other way. Morrison with the midi, but it's blocked. Great effort from Monroe. They're going to call palming. The ball bounced a little too high. Murphy with the handoff. Tough. Left-handed lay from far out. Beautiful entry pass as it goes right over the outstretched hands to the Cardinal defender, trying to front off that entry pass, and an easy 2-point basket. Morrison pull up midi. She's money from that spot. She loves the mid-range area. Despite the Cardinals' struggles, Anaya Morrison's 1 point away from a 30-burger here with 1:34 to go. That three-pointer up and a little strong. Wallace with the long rebound. They're going to call a foul here. Stewart pull up midi baseline. Short. The board again on the glass. Oliver rejects that one as it lands out of bounds, but stays here. That shot a little off. Dower will check in for Wallace. Daisha Bryant in as well for the Cardinals. With 45 seconds to play, there's going to be a stoppage for a timeout. We'll take one with them. Stay with us here on a CCBC Catonsville YouTube broadcast. Oliver, travel called. Perhaps missed a backcourt. Anyway, so down low, puts it up, little strong, the board, puts it back up, and one as Monroe continues to fight to the whistle. 87th and 88th point right there with a chance to make it 89 before the shot clock turns off. Or I should say with the shot clock turning off, Murphy checks out. As we get ready to conclude this basketball game, our leading scorer, Anaya Morrison, 8 of 7 from the field, including 13 from 21 from the charity stripe with 29 points. Kishiana Murphy with 16, 4 and 4 to help out in a losing effort. Bree Jefferson with 21, 5 assists and 2 rebounds, shooting 7 of 18 from the field in a winning effort as she was the leading scorer from Monroe. 5 scorers in double figures for Monroe as they pick up a 91-64 win. As that'll conclude our basketball event this evening. Thank you. I'm Brad Strauss signing off. Have a good evening.